Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Just came out of my WW workshop. Here to report in. And dish with D is down the 1.4 she gained last week. Yay! Yeah, I was salty about that all week. So I was on game this week, people. I don't know what the heck happened, but dish with D is back. Back to her. What am I down to? 160.6. Which leads me into this week's topic, which was set goals within reach. When you set out to do something but fall short, what does the voice in your head say? Maybe this, what's wrong with me? Or why don't I do what I say I'll do? Or here I go again. Those are common responses. They're pretty harsh. No one follows through 100% all the time. I say we're not perfect. It's helpful to look back and figure out what got in the way and what you can do differently in the future. How do you feel when you set this goal? When it came time to act, how did you feel? What's the difference? Your new goal is. I am setting a goal because right now, this is a mini goal I'm going to do this week's topic. I'm 160.6. I want to get 0.8 off or 0.6. I want to be under 160. That's my goal. And she always says, don't do scale goals. You should do I'm going to be on plan. That's my goal is to be, I am going to kill it this week. I want to be in the new decade. We all love to be in the new decade. I knew girls don't talk about the new decade. No key. Really? Because here's my key. Yeah. Yeah, and you know I'm live when the car won't start. I'm heading to a farmer's stand locally to see if I can find my girl some gosh. I'm bringing you along with me. Yeah, setting small goals. That is, when I walked in, that's a great, I say this all the time. It's big for me because when I joined WW at 270, all I could do was set small goals because I could never think of, Denise, you have to lose 100 pounds. That can't be your goal because that's impossible to do for me. That's a lot of weight, and you don't need something that heavy on your mind because you need to do just little things that you can do. Because when you're successful at the little things, the bigger things will come, and in order to people say, how do you keep going? It's little goals, because little goals are achievable. They are. For me, at least for me anyway, little goals is what got me through. I wanted to get 1.5 pounds off. I wanted to get another 1.5 pounds off so I could make 3 pounds. I'll take another pound to make it 4, and another 1 to make it 5, and then that would be like a month's goal. And all of a sudden, I just wasn't in a rush. I know a lot of people, they'll join for different reasons. They're going on a trip, or there's a wedding, or there's just very reasons why you join or want to lose weight. And sometimes you put these, time limit. Well, I have this in 6 months, and I need to. My goal was, I guess, it was to live, and I just knew that I couldn't put more than I knew I could handle because who knows ourselves best but ourselves. That's a real weird statement, but it's true. I knew that I'm usually pretty good for the first few weeks, and then all of a sudden I kind of peter off, So I knew if I did little things and kept positive with it, that I could, keep my motivation going. Because I didn't want to. It seemed like the last 3 times I joined, I lost 50, and this kind of stayed there. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I needed to lose more than 50. This time I got to the point where I needed to lose 100 because, had I stayed when I just lost the 50, I wouldn't have had to lose the 100 because I would have gotten that big. And it's life, and it happened, and, I've learned from that. I hope never to. I know I'll gain again. I know in some form. I don't know if I'll gain a lot, but it's because gaining is part of being normal, and I don't want to look at that as negative because that's everybody gains, everybody loses. I don't want to gain too much that it overwhelms me. I want to be able to say, okay, I put on 5 pounds. Let me just get this 5 pounds off and back on track. So I'm trying the different mindset. I'm trying to balance being overweight with being a normal weight and trying to marry the two lives. We'll see how it goes, and you're going to come along for the ride. And let me know again, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up. And I love when you comment at the bottom. I love to chat back with you guys. You know, anytime you have a question, leave it in the comment section, or if you want to email me, I have my email here. If you've got to do it privately, that's wonderful. I answer everybody. I try to. And let me know about your journey, and what are your tips for things? What keeps you going, and what are your goals? Do you have small goals? Because a smaller goal, you have to make something that you could achieve. Because we base our success on doing what we say we're going to do. I mean, like, that's why I don't set out to exercise, because I know me. I started the plank and squat challenge, lasted 1 day. Yeah, because I guess it was just too many to do in one time, and my thighs were killing me. So I went to do it the next day, and it literally brought tears to my eyes. That's how much my calves hurt, and I couldn't even, it was so. Have I done it since? No, I might try again, but maybe I might try to do, because it said maybe I'll try 5 one day, then maybe do 8. Start off smaller. Why do I have to start off 20 the first day? I don't want to exercise. I don't care if I'm not doing it in the same time of the day. I don't do any. So people will say, well, 20 is not that much. Well, it is for me. I know this now. So maybe I'll start off just doing 5 one day. Maybe the next day I'll do 6, because I can do that, and I think I can do that without pain. I've been doing my arm thing, which I really haven't done last week or so. I need to get back on that. I do feel, tinglings in my upper arms, and it's not that hard. I don't do that much, but again, doing more than nothing is something. So you make this light. Let me know what your goals are. I think I already said that, but yeah, and that's what these goals are. I also, I have 4 pounds, 4.6. I'm back to 4.6 to my WW goal of 156 pounds. So I hope to get there. I'm not going to say when, because I'm not putting a time on it. I hope to get there before I have to pay again. I'm paid up till December. So December 8th, I believe. So let's hope. We have 2 weeks. My leader mentioned the rollout of the new plan. So in 2 more weeks, 2 weeks from today, I will be able to give you guys what I've learned, and she thinks there's a plan for me. So she thought of me when she heard this one plan, so I'm excited to hear that, because she knows I struggle with a few things. So I'm excited to see what that is. And you never know. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that 4 pounds off. I would love it to have it before the holidays, and it's funny because we're talking about like different holidays coming up, and the only holiday that really makes me nervous is Christmas. Thanksgiving, not so much, because I just really have lightened up a lot of my Thanksgiving sides, and I'm not certain ones I don't even like the sweet potato side that I make is probably astronomical in points, but I'm not I'll bake my sweet potato, and that's just fine for me. But my kids, they like it with the streusel topping and the pecans, and it's almost like a sweet potato dessert. It's so good, but it's not something I like to eat. To me, that was for dessert. I'd enjoy it, but to have it with my turkey, it doesn't make sense to me. But you know what? That's good. This way I don't have to worry about the points. But I will I'll roast my veggies. I'll do my butternut squash, onions, peppers, mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, and maybe a cauliflower. And I roast a big pan of them. Put that on my plate first. And my plate is full of fresh roasted vegetables, 0 points. And then I'll put my turkey, white meat, 0 points. And then the only thing I really have to count is my stuffing. and my cranberry sauce. That's really all I like. I may have a roll. It depends. I'll have the points for it. I might not. I'd rather might have more stuffing, and I don't lighten up my stuffing because my stuffing is my mother's recipe, and it's my mother said, she says, you make the stuffing better than I did, and I do. Not that I'm bragging, but yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And I don't have, I should point it out, it's probably not as terrible as I like to think it is, because I put when I stare and tell you, I put a vat of celery and onions, like probably a whole stalk of celery, and probably 2 of the big Spanish onions. I cook that down. I cook it down in, depending on, what I have in could be margarine, could be butter. Usually it's 2 sticks of whatever I choose. So yeah, that's where those points come in. And then I take the innards of the chicken, like the little bag of the gizzards and the heart and the liver, and then I take the neck and I boil that with like a pot with about probably 8 cups of water, and I get like a little turkey stock. And I do have extra turkey stock on hand, and then I use the Pepperidge Farm seasoned and unseasoned cubes. I use a bag of each, and I tell you, so it's and a pound of breakfast sausage. So I cook, and the sausage from our local, we have a pork place. It's a butchery, very local. It's been there for forever, and they butcher fresh pork. So it's the best pork you've ever had. And people come from all over just to come down to Haynes. So what's so neat about their sausage is it's so lean. So when you cook it in the pan, it literally will burn if you don't have anything on there. So I know that that's lean. So I don't really count as many points because, like I said, it's that lean. I literally have to put something or my sausage will burn. So I cook that all up, and I throw a couple of apples in the end. A couple chopped, peeled, diced apples in there. Let them cook in there. That's, and I always use the box of, there's a turkey on the outside, I think. I can't remember the name of the box, but it's only out at Thanksgiving. It's like the seasoning. I use that, and if I need any, because the breadcrumbs, the seasoned breadcrumbs are pretty seasoned, so I don't really need a lot. Or sometimes I'll get the pack. They sell the Thanksgiving herbs. There's like thyme and rosemary and sage. Oh yeah, so good. If I remember to get those, sometimes I forget. I always have the bell seasoning. That's what it's called. I know I think of it. And if I don't have the fresh, I always use the bell. And but if you don't, and sometimes I'll stuff the rest of the herbs that I don't use in the stuffing inside the turkey. Yeah, it's that good. And you bake it. I used to stuff the turkey, but I found it got to be too greasy. So plus we always liked the crusty part anyway. So I just put it all in a pan. Plus I don't want to have to get up earlier and put my bird in the oven. I get up, my bird goes in at like 10 o'clock, 9:30. This way I don't have to get up the crack of dawn. So, and plus worrying about all the, is salmonella, I don't want to worry about that stuff. So I do not stuff my bird anymore. So he goes in the oven with some herbs inside him. Sometimes some lemon peel or some orange peel, and he comes out fantastic. And my stuffing is nice. It makes, when I tell you how much stuffing, it's a huge thing. So it's just that good, and I sit there, and that is what I look for. I mean, can I lighten it up anymore? I don't think. I mean, I guess I could use maybe 1 stick. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll use 1 stick of margarine instead of 2. I'll try that. But I'm telling you, other than that, I don't find it to be that daunting in points. And I only usually have maybe, I start with a half a cup, and then I'll see if I want more, because you get filled up on those, because those root vegetables, like the, not the root vegetables, the squash and the Brussels sprouts, they're a filling veggie, and you don't feel like you're, and if I have the baked potatoes, and I probably won't have the baked potatoes. Sometimes I'll have the baked potato with leftovers, so that's plenty. And I always make, because you gotta have pumpkin pie. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, and I make the Weight Watchers crustless pumpkin pie. It should be on the app. That's the one that I make, And I believe a slice is 4 points. That might have been on the old program. I didn't make it last year. I think I made the cheesecake last year, the 0 or the 1 point cheesecake. That was okay. I'd rather have the crustless pumpkin pie, to be honest. I really enjoyed that, and I'll take the points for it. To me, it's you're comparing apples to apples. There's calories in 0 point foods. So even though that 0 point cheesecake is one, there's still calories, and I would like to probably think that it's probably the same calories as the crustless. I would bet money. Plus, like I said, the crustless is really good. It's like a piece of pie. And though I did see those pumpkin muffins on somebody's post they looked like pumpkin pie, and I think they were 1 point. So I may do those because I love individual stuff, and it looked like a pie, and didn't look like a cheesecake. So I'm going to probably do those, and I always have the fat-free Ready Whip on hand. So I have my menu set, and we always have shrimp and stuffed mushrooms for like in between. So shrimp is 0, and the mushrooms, I put my stuffing in the mushrooms. It's, like I said, and I normally have scrambled eggs for breakfast, so I'm going to be going into dinner with at least 15 points. And it's Thursday, so I can take a few weeklies. So I'm good. I'm not worried about Thanksgiving. I'm worried more about Christmas because, yeah, it's all about the cookies. We all know it's all about the cookies. That's what worries me more than Thanksgiving. Alrighty. Alright, I have come to the fruit stand. If you want, I will show you what they have. I know what, I'll stop and vegetable stand in my area. Look at the squash. Look at this, 3 for $1. Are you kidding me? This is why I love where I live, because look at the prices here. There's corn, there's some apples, and look, we have fresh Jersey tomatoes, people. Ooh, there's cucumbers. Oh, they're Dish with Dee's favorite. $2 for all these cucumbers? Yes, please. Red bell peppers. $4 are reduced. They might come in my bag too. What do we have over here? We have green peppers. We have Kirby's. And we have zucchini and yellow squash. I'm not a fan of the yellow squash, but yeah, I'm all over the zucchini. Let's see. Tomatoes, squash for $4. So yeah, this is why I love living. And look, this is the best part of this whole place. Look. Self-service. You gotta love it. Only in the country. So yeah, this is my little fruit stand that I come to, and I'm going to clean up on some squash for 3 for $1. Oh yeah, I'm there. All right, guys, I thought I just wanted to show you. Look at that. Oh yeah, I don't know what to get. I'm so super excited. I'm probably going to get spaghetti. I have 2 acorns at home, some delicata, and I do have, but for 3 for $1, I might get another one. They look bales of hay. How cute. All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this little trip to my local self-service fruit and vegetable shack, just hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and let your Dish with Dee uploads. Give this video a thumbs up, and let me know how you did on Weight Watchers or any weight loss plan you did this week. Let me know just in the comment section. We will dish another day. Don't forget tomorrow, live, Tea with Dee, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you there.